Budget. In terms of budgeting here, we budget almost 198 million in total funds, and about $70 million of that is in what are referred to as enterprise funds. We use a process called fund accounting, which breaks things out, and so different revenues can only be used for different expenses, and so the funds are set up in a way so that they can account for those separate funds and the separate purposes. So for example, 70 million of those enterprise funds are like water and sewer, solid waste, the parking fund, stormwater, and our golf courses. And then we have the general fund, which kind of accounts for the traditional municipal services, fire and police, and the manager's office, the finance department, our own communications staff, and finance, those types of things. The general fund, like I said, is about $72 million, but police and fire make up over $41 million of those expenses. It's a big investment on our part in terms of police and fire. So a lot of people sometimes are surprised exactly how much money we do spend in that regard. It's going pretty well. It's a little different than, quite frankly, than I'm used to. There's a lot more engagement. And I think, in particular, I would say that the engagement has been kind of an interesting difference for me in terms of trying to get public input. I have some ideas for next year's budget. This is the first budget that I'm going through for the city of Lawrence, and I think our engagement might take on a bit of a different approach next year. I think we need to give the public a little bit better information as to what's likely to be our funding sources, so they see the revenue side of it before they weigh in on the distribution of how they would spend